Good morning, sir. How may I be of assistance to you this morning?
Good morning. I was wanting to play a few games of tennis today, but I forgot my racket at home. So, I thought that perhaps I'd purchase a new one.
Wonderful. Do you have a certain model of racket in mind?
Yes. Yes, I do have a certain model of tennis racket in mind.
Oh. And which one would that be?
The racket that I'm presently holding in my hand would be the model of tennis racket that I'm interested in. Is this a good one?
Oh my. Please forgive me, sir. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, and I've been acting foolish and forgetful all morning. I didn't even notice that you were holding that tennis racket in your hand.
That's all right. So, is this a good model of tennis racket?
That one, sir? Why, that's the top of the heap right there, sir. You've picked out our finest and most expensive model of tennis racket that we carry. The world's best tennis professionals use that model of racket all the time and refuse to use any other brand or model.
Wonderful. How much is it?
Can you really place a price on perfection, sir? This model of tennis racket has won more tennis championships than any other model of tennis racket, bar none. You can't go wrong with this racket, sir. I guarantee that your game will improve the second you set foot onto the tennis court.
Well, okay, I'll buy it. Do you accept credit cards?
Yes, we do, sir.
Excellent. Here's my credit card.
Oh. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Dick Sniffer. But we don't accept the Discover card.
Excuse me. It's pronounced Sniffer. My name is Dick Sniffer.
Pardon?
My name. My last name. It's pronounced Sniffer. Not Sniffer. My full name is Dick Sniffer. Not Dick Sniffer.
But it's spelled Sniffer. Your full name is Mr. Dick Sniffer.
Regardless of how it's spelled. My last name is pronounced Sniffer. Please pronounce it like that. I'd really appreciate it.
Okay, Mr. Sniffer. Sniffer of Dicks.
Excuse me?
I was just asking you, sir, if perhaps you had another credit card that you could purchase this racket with?
But you said that you accept credit cards.
Yes, we do, sir. All major credit cards, except for the Discover card.
Do you accept this card?
American Express. Yes, we do, sir. We accept American Express cards. Would you like this racket gift wrapped, Mr. Dick Sniffer?
It's pronounced Sniffer. Not Sniffer. And no. I would not like this racket gift wrapped. I just informed you not very long ago that I had intentions of playing a few games of tennis today. Why would I want to have this tennis racket gift wrapped, anyway?
To send to your boyfriend, Mr. Dick Sniffer?
Excuse me? And for the last time. My last name is pronounced Sniffer. Not Sniffer. You know what? Just forget it. Your god-awful customer service has completely ruined my wanting to play a few games of tennis today.
You probably suck at playing tennis anyway. Why don't you stick to something that you're very good at? Sniffing dicks.
What did you just say?
Does this mean that you won't be purchasing this tennis racket today, sir?
That's exactly what that means.
Then what shall I do with this tennis racket then?
Shove it up your ass.
You're the Dick Sniffer. Not me.
Fuck you.
So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. As long as I want to talk about it.
Okay, so, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What? Oh, you suck. You go away now. Go away. Now.
Why?
Because break time is over, fool.
Does this mean you don't want to talk about anything?
Oh, shut up. Good morning, how are you this morning? Are you going to pray some penance?
Excuse me, young man. Are you making light of the fact that I'm from Israel?
What do you mean? I'm not making any lights over here. I'm just asking you if you are going to play tennis this morning. That's all.
Listen, young man. I'll not stand here on the front steps of my very own property and be insulted in this manner. I happen to dislike being called a Jew, and you seem to be inserting that word in every sentence that you speak to me. I'd appreciate it very much if you stopped it this instant.
I have no idea what the free-holies you are talking about, Mang. Why did you have to be so ugly? I'm just trying to make the conversation with you, that is all.
Young man, I'm warning you. If you insist on mocking my race of people by calling me a Jew with every sentence that you utter, I'll be forced into challenging you to a bout of fisticuffs. But I must warn you first, at Oxford, I was the best boxer in my graduating class.
Oh Mang, I think you is freaking crazy or something. I no want to hurt you with my fists. Maybe you should calm the fork down before you get hurt.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of a doubt. After all, I do recall that you informed me just last week that you haven't been in this country very long and you've had a hard time picking up the language. I'll forgive you this time, but please try to learn the English language. I tell you this for your own good.
Okay Mang. Let me ask you a question, okay?
Sure. What would you like to know?
How did you play tennis with that harmonica on your head? Doesn't it fall off sometimes?
Young man, it's pronounced yarmulke, not harmonica. I'm really starting to think that perhaps you are making fun of my race. Are you?
What gave you that idea? You fucking Jew.